Welcome, Star Wars fans, to Entertainment's Insights Man, where we talk news and reviews. Today we will be talking Ahsoka. Full name Ahsoka Tano. One of my favorite characters from the prequels. She was introduced in Star Wars The Clone Wars, the animated series, as the Padawan to Anakin Skywalker. The one we didn't know about that they added into canon. She was very stubborn at first and hard to like, but as she grew and developed, I began to like her very much and like what she stood for, liked her values. She became what a Jedi should be, even though, sad to say, she had to leave the Order after being put on trial. It was awesome to see her live action debut in The Mandalorian. I was shocked and awed that they actually chose a character from the prequels that I liked. And they didn't mess it up. They cast a great actress, and I'm very happy, and they renewed my faith in Star Wars with The Mandalorian this season. Well, with the prior season as well, but this season truly. I mean, we got Luke Skywalker. Luke freaking Skywalker. I had hairs on end when that scene took place. That was one of my favorite episodes through the entire season, and I thought that episode was even better than the movies that came out, the sequel movies. I mean, we all know that those weren't great. I mean, there are some people who do like them, but as movies, not as Star Wars movies, as movies, maybe. Of course, the last one was so jumbled, you couldn't even make sense of it. They just had to piece that one together. Sorry, there's my old Star Wars rant. The new Star Wars, I'm all ready for. I mean, they keep reintroducing characters. I'm hoping that we get to see Mace Windu, maybe. I mean, I don't think we will, but you never know. I mean, there's been talk that he could appear. There's other people as well, such as Ezra Bridger, Thawne. I mean, I think Thawne might get introduced before they come out with the Ahsoka Tano series. I mean, they might use him as a big bad at the end so that they can lead into Ahsoka, because I believe Ahsoka will be coming out after The Mandalorian. And I do believe, I mean, Dave Filoni will be writing, which is great. I mean, he is the successor to George Lucas, no doubt to me. And Jon Favreau is also very well educated upon the matter through Dave Filoni. So I can't wait to see what we get with this series. I know that with that series, we could see lots of people. I mean, we don't even have to they could go back into our past as a child. We could get more information before she was even a Jedi. And then they can introduce new characters. But I'm sure they're going to introduce some Easter eggs for the fans, because I think Disney has changed their mind, and LucasArts are working on reintroducing and revamping Star Wars. I mean, they don't want a busted product. They want a product that sells. They want to sell their merchandise. Their merchandise didn't sell at all this year. As you can see through all these other sources that are up above. There's Thawne right there. He is a bad mamma jamma, I tell you that right now. I know that terminology may not go off with some people because it's kind of old, but I do like him. He, in the extended canon before, now that he's canon again, actually he was reintroduced in Rebels. That's what this is from. He is smart. He's a tactical genius who doesn't exactly agree with everything the Emperor is doing, but he's fighting for a bigger cause, a bigger reason that maybe they may introduce. I'm not going to go that far to speculate, but I mean, the Yusin Vong, I believe, attacked his home world or are attacking his people, and he's looking for help to fight a greater threat to the universe. And he sees the only way to fight this greater threat is to unite the universe. But we'll see about that. That's not going to be one of the main points of the series, I don't think. I mean, I think they will reintroduce Ezra Bridger, but I do believe that will probably be in the Ahsoka series. We could see Sabine, the other Mandalorian. She could come on Mandalorian because, I mean, it is called The Mandalorian. There's also flashbacks. I mean, with flashbacks, we could get Obi-Wan, Yoda, Mace, and many other fantastic Star Wars characters. Especially maybe Anakin or Darth Vader. That would be lovely. I would love to see it. I mean, they did recast Hayden Christensen, and I hear he's going to be in the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series. So, I mean, if they're going to recast him, they might as well use him in other shows as well. We also have the fact that Luke Skywalker went off so well. I mean, some people complained about the graphics, but I mean, I still loved it. It was great to me. And if you don't like it, well, that's your opinion, and you have the right to it. But I'm pretty sure that most fans agree that it was pretty awesome. There's the man, the father, the beginning of all of this, the chosen one. I'm also hoping we get to introduce Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano. That would be amazing and poetic. I mean, the story comes full round. I mean, you have the Padawan of his father meeting his son. So that would be great to me. I hope to see it. And I'm sure other fans would love to see that kind of an Easter egg, I mean, or of a story plot. I don't know how to put it. Now, the likelihood of some of these characters showing up, I think Anakin or Vader has a pretty high probability. I think Luke has a pretty high probability. I think Grogu has a pretty high probability. They're going to do crossovers, so obviously the Mandalorian. I think Boba Fett will also be tied to the series as well, since the book of Boba Fett. They might even put her in there as well to help with the upcoming series. We also have other characters that might make appearances. Like when I said Mace Windu, if they do put him in, it's more likely it would be a flashback to me, because I don't really think they want to reintroduce him into the story, but they could. I mean, I don't think it's a high likelihood, but I think it's more likelihood if they do bring him back, it would be for a flashback, as I said. And Yoda, obviously, they could bring him in either as a Force Ghost or as a flashback. They could introduce new characters from her home world, maybe her mother and father. There's so many things they can do with this series and build upon, and I'm very much looking forward to it. And I know all of you are, because she did such a great job in her debut. This is the new age of Star Wars, and I'm pretty excited. I don't think that we have to worry anymore, but you never know. I've looked at some of these High Republic stuff, and oh my god, I do not like the High Republic. It's not looking good. They're making Yoda almost like the bad guy in the series, from what I understand. Well, not the bad guy. Basically, it was his fault that all this happened, because his dogmatic view of the Force, that the chosen one became what he did. I mean, became what he was and did what he did. So, because of the fear, he didn't properly train Anakin. He tried to push Anakin away at first. I mean, No one wants you to destroy one of the greatest icons of the original trilogy. You don't do that to Yoda. Yes, we do know that the Jedi Order as a whole had become dogmatic and to strayed away from the core ideals of it. We do not understand this because a true Jedi was actually Qui-Gon. He followed the way of the Force. He didn't want to get involved in politics. The Jedi's had become too involved in the Republic. They were basically their police force almost, and I mean they were called ambassadors, but they handled spy type missions. They handled a lot more than just diplomatic, and they exerted their power and force. So, in a way, the Jedi had become corrupted by their dogmatic stance on the Force. And yes, but I don't think that was Yoda's fault. That was probably hundreds of years of, even more than that, maybe thousands of years, depending on how far it goes back. So, why destroy a favorite character? And I do understand that the High Republic is more helmed by the Kathleen Kennedy side of things, which I really don't like her. Kill the past type thing of view. She destroyed Luke, one of the most beloved characters in all of Star Wars. And she made Rey. Yeah. And the way they killed Han, I mean, they should have at least reintroduced the two together before killing all of them off like that. I mean, I would like to see them all together one more time at least. But, you know, it is what it is. That's the past. And like I said, we're talking about the future of the Star Wars universe. I'm hoping that Luke has a lot more to do with the entire series. I'm sure we're going to get crossovers because all three of these shows will be based in the same timeline. The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and Rangers of the New Republic. All of them will be in the same timeline. So I'm sure we're going to get some big crossovers. And I don't think we have to worry about who's going to be coming, because there's going to be plenty of other actors and characters from the series that will appear. And I can't wait. It's just so frustrating that we got to wait so long. I know that they were planning on doing, originally they were planning on doing an animated sequel to the Rebels. So there might be a lot of the Ahsoka storyline already written, because that would have had to been doing with the searching for Ezra Bridger's story, which I think will also be tied to Ahsoka and the Thrawn storyline, which will be a major part of the Ahsoka series. Thrawn will be the big bad, of course, but I think Ezra will be also a major part of that as well. So we will definitely see him. I'm not sure if we'll see him in the first season. We might get hints at him. We might get a glimpse of him at the end of the season. But these are just theories and speculations. Actually, they're not even theories, because I don't really have any hardcore evidence, except for the fact that Dave Filoni was already working on a series. So that animated series could transition into the Ahsoka Tano Live series. I hope so, at least. I mean, I guess we'll see. He is the man, and I'm sure he will. He is the one that brought back Revan. I mean, he made him canon again. He made Darth Bane canon. I can't wait. I'm just so happy. I'm hoping that an Old Republic series will come out eventually, but we'll see about that. I would love to see Revan live action. Now, we also do have the other series that I wanted to get to, Rangers of the New Republic, and that'll probably be the last of all those to air. I know that Ahsoka will probably be introduced in there a little bit, at least. I mean, she's gonna have at least an appearance. It's mainly going to be about the Rangers of the New Republic, so it's not going to have that much to do about the Mandalorian, but I'm sure he'll make an appearance as well. Like I said, there's going to be crossovers, just like they do with the Marvel Universe. They're connecting it, of course. Well, I'm running out of time, so like, subscribe, leave a comment, and who is your favorite Star Wars character? Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.